guys, welcome to a What's Up Wednesday!
Hi everyone. So today is packing day because we move tomorrow. We don't have really far to move, but as you know, when you move an RV, it doesn't really matter if you have 1 hour or 10 hours, you have to still do the same packing. So one of the things that I have to do when getting ready to pack is empty our dehumidifiers. I thought this would be a good time to share how important it is to have dehumidifiers, and you can see the results. These RVs are made to move, and because of that, they're not like real airtight, secured, and fastened super tightly, just so they have some room to move around when you're traveling down the road. And because of that, it allows moisture and humidity to get into your RV. So if you're not careful and you don't take care of that and try to be proactive, you can get mold in your RV. So it's something that we take very seriously. You'll see we have a lot of different things going on in our RV to help address the humidity. So the one thing that I have, I'll turn and see, in our closet, I have 2 of these Eva Dries. I just got these from Amazon. Another YouTuber had recommended them and tried them out, and they do amazing. The light here, or these little crystals, are orange. It lasts for us, it's lasting about a week. And then it turns like a blackish color, and then you know it's time to charge it. So then you have this plug in the back, you plug it in, you charge it for anywhere from 12 to 18 hours. As soon as this turns bright orange, you know you're good to go again. And so then you hang it back up and it collects more moisture. So I have 2 of them in this particular closet. And the reason is because our washer dryer are in here. So I want to make sure that it's getting all the humidity from the washer and dryer. It's also in the very front of our RV. So it probably is being more exposed to the outside. Then I have this other dehumidifier down here. This is something I found at Lowe's. It is damp. It's a damp rid product. And what it is it has, you can see inside here, it has a tablet. That tablet helps absorb the moisture. And then you can see down here, you can see the water. I'll move it here and you can see the water that it's collected. I just put this in about a week ago. So you can see from here all the water that is in there. So I will be emptying that. This is one of our main ones. This is really nice. We got this on Amazon as well. You can see it has the light. You can do it in sleep mode so that at night it really doesn't make much noise anyway, but it doesn't make hardly any noise, and it also dims the light so it's not real bright in here. You can also set the timer if you're going to be away or if you don't want it running all night or what have you. I am going to show you, this has been going for about 10 days. So let me take this out of the back here. As soon as you remove this, the timer goes off. And we will move it up here so you can see. I don't know if you can see all the moisture. It actually has a line. Let me turn the light on here. It actually has a line. When it gets to a certain point, it will shut off because that means you're full. You can see how much water is sitting here. So let me take the lid off of here. And we're going to pour this out. All this is doing is sitting on the floor the whole time we're in here. And you can see all that moisture that has come out of our dehumidifier. Crazy, crazy. If we didn't have this, all that moisture would be collecting on your walls and would be sitting there absorbing, which is obviously a huge risk to mold. Then I will show you, we will walk on down the stairs here. Ignore the mess because we are packing to move. So I have another one down here. This is in our main living area because I try to have, in every room I try to have something. So I have another one just like that one that's been in the main living area, and I will pull this one out as well. you can see it also has a lot of moisture. Now keep in mind all the moisture we had in the bedroom. Now this is the living room. It also has been sitting here for close to 2 weeks. It'll be 2 weeks Friday. So it's been sitting here about 12 days. So this is more moisture that's been sitting in here that's collected just from the living room. So imagine if we didn't have these things to collect the water. We would have all that moisture collecting on the wall. Now, this is our second bathroom in the back. We have a Paradigm 395DS, which has 2 full baths. So we have a small dehumidifier back here because this is a very small bathroom. So this one, now this one doesn't collect as much, but I will take that out of the back here. It's been emptied, I believe, once already since we've been here. So I'm going to need 2 hands. So I'm going to, hang on 1 second. Be right back with you. All right, I'm back. It took 2 hands to get the lid off of this one. This is a little different. We've had this one for a while now. It's just smaller, so it accommodates a smaller room. This has already been emptied once because it's smaller and it doesn't collect as much water. However, so this has been probably about a week, and you can see all the water just from the bathroom. This is just the rear bathroom. Now, in addition to that, because you can see how much water was collected, we also have a couple other damp rids to help collect moisture. So this is Don's office. Turn the light out because it's kind of crazy. So we have these damp rids. We have one here, and what it is it has these beads or special chemicals in here. It collects moisture, and when it hits that white line, you know you're full. So I can slosh this around, and there's already some water in that, which is just from this room. And then I also have one more in our slide out where my desk is, which is the living room area. I have one down there, and it also has, if we pull this out, it also has some sloshy in it. And I just put those in when we moved here about 12 days ago. So it's crazy how much moisture there is that collects in an RV. Now, we are in Ohio in the fall, which the humidity is pretty high in Ohio. So this is just all the water that's been collected over the last 12 days by these dehumidifiers. And it might seem like overkill, but if you see all the water that we have accumulated, if we didn't have those, all that would be collected in the RV. Oh, I forgot to show you. I actually have one more, which I know, just paranoid about mold in the RV. I have one more in the pantry. And this hasn't collected quite as much, but there is still water in here. And this is because this is on a slide out, and this door is closed. So when I open the door to get things out of my pantry, and don't judge because it is a mess right now, I can feel the heat and the humidity coming from there. So I thought maybe I should put one in there, and obviously I should, because it was collecting moisture. And I also forgot up in the loft. So I will show you up there. Let me pause for just a second so you're not all wobbly as I walk up the stairs. Be right back. Okay, so this is a no judgment zone, but this is our loft where we store seasonal stuff. We store winter clothes, extra pillows for when the kids come over, blankets and stuff like that. So we noticed in the summertime water was dripping from these up here. So that concerned us that there's moisture collecting up here. So I ended up buying 2 of these smaller ones here, these damp rids, these smaller ones, and I put those up here. So I have one on this side in the front, and I have one buried back there. I need to probably move one of these to way back in the corner, but I would have to take all this stuff out, and I just wasn't feeling that. So I will do that when I have to switch over my winter stuff from my summer stuff. By the way, this stuff up here looks like a lot, but it's all very light. These pillows are light, the blankets are light, so don't worry about the weight, because I know some of you are like, oh, it's a lot of weight up there. It's really not. They're really not that heavy. Okay, that is our plan and what we do for attacking humidity in our RV. As you can see, it looks like a lot. It is a lot, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. And obviously it's working because it is collecting a lot of water. Now, if you're out west, you probably don't have as much humidity, so you may not have to worry as much, depending on where you're at in the time of year. But again, just something to keep in mind. Watch in your RV, whether you have a truck camper or you have, you know, a fifth wheel or a motorhome, whatever, they're all the same. They're all going to collect moisture. So just be sure that you're looking out for that and tackling it as best as you can, so that down the road you don't end up having mold and have a much bigger problem. All right, if you like the content, please like, comment, and subscribe. Talk to you later. Bye.